Hello everybody and welcome back to the Account Mayhem. It's been a while. Like a month since I uploaded the first episode, so may as well start actually filming the rest of it. So we're gonna have the next round come through with 4 matches in the upper bracket to decide which 4 machines are guaranteed a spot in the top 6 of this event, and 4 lower bracket matches that guarantee the elimination of 4 machines. So, how about we open it up with what is sure to be an exciting fight. Razor 1905 2.0's Rotator against Del Boy's Self-Destruction. Now, Rotator here, the former champions, certainly favorites to make it far in this event. However, Del Boy has made increasingly better and better machines throughout these Account Mayhems, and his work is looking to pay off here. Rotator has 2 spinning discs, but is still very light, and the anti-spinner front on Self-Destruction, I think, is sure to cause trouble. 3, 2, 1, activate. The Rotator here jumping into play. It's going to be a tactical approach for him, I think, because as you see there, Self-Destruction has all the advantages in this match. Oh! Trying to use the overhead. I wonder why. Getting some good shots. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Rotator been chucked about already. Trying to use that overhead disc instead of the undercutter. And I wonder why. What is the thought process with that? I don't know if it's working. Because Self-Destruction has to be ahead for me after that shot especially. Oh! But there it is! Rotator! Hoo hoo hoo! A very nice shot. Trying to get back into it. Oh! Cease. They're not getting back into it. They're not getting back into it. Self-Destruction guarantees his spot in the top 6 of this Account Mayhem. Guarantees a spot in the top 4 of this upper bracket. They are a threat. They are going to be a very difficult bot to beat at this event. And they have solidified it with both of these first 2 wins. Rainbow Fidget 2, the current runners-up from one of the best builders of the Account Mayhems, came at the core with TNT, who got semi-final finish in the first Account Mayhem, and Rainbow Fidget, who got 2nd. So that's a huge win to get, and now the scalp of the former champs. They are a threat to go very far in this event. Next up, Crystal Carnage's sister with Blue with Envy. Looking here to stay standing. After a dull victory over Goldmine against Robotic Apple XL's ARRW. 3, 2, 1. Activate, and here we go. Blue with Envy. Oh, falls over. This is going to be a difficult match for either to really do anything, although... Oh, Blue with Envy could have been pinned on its wheels there. The spinners don't quite reach ARLW, and ARLW can't really do too much to bother Blue with Envy. And kind of just flips themselves. Although, they do have an opportunity, and they capitalize to take the victory. ARW. Very good driving, very good ability to notice a weakness and excel at exploiting it. ARW, maybe not the strongest bracket so far. Box with the Lifter and Blue with Envy aren't the most terrifying bots to face, but they've done both matches convincingly. They performed well. We'll see what they can do against Self-Destruction. Now we hop over to the lower bracket, where reigning champions Scammed, representing Land Rover, await a tough loss against Riptide. A really tough loss. An unlucky shot sent them spiraling, and they're hoping to bounce back against Sour Guy with Province 101's War Attack, who got decimated by Abomination. Now, War Attack, veteran of 2 Account Mayhems, one of 2 entries this season. That is the same exact bot as last season, the other being Goldmine. Didn't have a ton of success in the first Account Mayhem. Don't look to be redeeming themselves here. So we'll see. 3, 2, 1. Activate, and Scammed, taking on a much smaller machine. Oh, and they have a good bite. Oh, right on the axe as well. 2 pretty good crunches there, or at least grabs. But War Attack now getting in with that rapid fire axe. That is probably the best thing you can say about this bot, is the weapon is relatively fast. Just because it's fast, though, does not mean it does damage. However, they are underneath Scammed. Ooh! And the reigning champ's in danger against War Attack. That is respectable. That is a respectable performance from the veteran. But now Scammed with a grab. It's not a good enough one. Feeding War Attack now to the house robot, the Dutchman, landing axe blows here, trying to do damage, and swept away. Scammed, going for the pit, but messes up the drive. What is happening here? War Attack grabbed again. Scammed just about escaped the pit as well to avoid the double KO. Cease. Not the most convincing performance for the redesigned champs. But it's a win. They stay alive, which is really what matters. Here in the lower bracket, you've got 1 life, you can't really afford to lose it. And they move on to face Rotator. That's a match of champions. To have one eliminated so early would be rough. Rookie, I don't know the name, with I don't know the name, the overhead spinner, against BattleBots Fights Explained with Bombshell. Neither of these bots were overly memorable or impressive in their first bout. Bombshell just kind of got destroyed by Us Tombstone, and I don't know the name couldn't really do much against the Painter, so let's see if they can redeem themselves here. 3, 2, 1, activate. I don't know the name, it's an angled spinner. Kind of. The bot itself is somewhat angled downward. The 2 bots dodging each other. An okay shot from I don't know the name to open up this match. Oh! Oh, Bombshell! That's the weakness of I don't know the name right there. Getting flipped, and now Bombshell is decimating that underside. After a top 8 finish with complete control, BattleBots Fights explained, I would not want to go home this early, and he has shut down the newcomer here. Absolutely shut him down. Cease. And I don't know the name. Goes home. A disappointing performance, to say the least. An unfortunate showing from a bot that I think could have done better. We hop back to the upper bracket. Sakona Visca's Among Us Tombstone hops in the ring to face off against Pencil Buddies, the Painter. Now, the Painter, both these bots, I think, had relatively easy first matches, and they really have to prove themselves here. The Painter is going to have to see if that rear disc can match up against a beefy horizontal spinner like Among Us Tombstone. Sakona Visca, weirdly enough, a meme entry like Among Us Tombstone is a vast improvement over Edge, their last entry in the last Account Mayhem. But we'll see if they can continue their winning streak or if the Painter will shut them down. 3, 2, 1. Activate, and here we go. Among Us Tombstone. They're going disc on disc, and the Painter takes the opening and gets a big flip, and Among Us Tombstone is knocking himself over. Ooh! The Painter is landing shots. Oh! Now they're flipped. Knocked back up by Among Us Tombstone. Oh, what a shot. Oh, Among Us Tombstone almost falls out the arena, but the Painter is stuck on their back. That flipper is stuck in an upwards position and they can't do anything. Among Us Tombstone is actually going to win this match. Jeez. The Painter unable to get up, unable to right themselves, and they are knocked into the lower bracket because of that. Wow. Among Us Tombstone, ladies and gentlemen, booking a spot in the top 6 of this event. And they will face the winner of our next fight, Josh Doing Things YT versus Crystal Carnage. Abomination against Riptide. These guys both have big spinners. They're big hitting bots. They got big wins, both of them. Riptide a bit lucky with the winning shot against Scammed. Abomination, though, decimated War Attack. Not even a chance stood, really, by the poor guy. Now, Josh Doing Things YT successfully made the top 4 of the last 2 Account Mayhems with Azkaban, a new design looking to pay off here and really push him over that marker. But Riptide is probably my pick to win this whole thing, so let's see. 3, 2, 1. Activate. And here we go. After a struggle against Scam, Riptide here left against the Axe, Flipper, Hybrid, Drum Spinner, everything really. Abomination is just all things in one, and Riptide can't get a shot. He's just getting wedged. Oh, and flipped over. How's that? Oh! What a hit! And Riptide steals away another win. That was dangerous. It looked like Abomination was going to just kind of dominate with the wedge game, but Riptide, just that one shot, he goes in, Abomination tries to trade hits, and it's just not enough. They're both too powerful, and it sends Abomination, the lesser end of the deal, if you will, sends them flying out of the arena and into the lower bracket. Next up, former runners-up Goldmine look to avoid early elimination against Yo Mama's Box with a Lifter. Goldmine, a rough first loss. After they lost their weapon against Blue with Envy, they couldn't really do anything. Just kind of got pushed around. They're going to hope to bounce back here against another newcomer. 3, 2, 1. Activate! Goldmine here, trying to get up to speed at the beginning, trying to end it early. Because if the match goes on for too long, they know what happens. And hitting the wall is not going to be a net positive for the bot. Shoved into the Dutchman CPZ. Box with a lifter, not doing a bad job at all at the early start of this match. Oh, and that shot doesn't even do anything. It doesn't even phase them. That one might a wee bit. One of the self-righting arms on Goldmine has been knocked out of place. And they've grabbed him, and there it is. That might be the match. That is a huge chunk of Goldmine's weapon, and it might be too much for them to do much about it. Flipping them into the CPZ, their underbelly exposed to that axe of the Dutchman, and just whacking away. The former runners-up here just getting eliminated so early by two newcomers, two brand new entries. It's such a shame, really. We're only halfway through this fight. I don't really see a comeback happening. Oh, and Goldmine managing to roll out of that one, but not the next attempt. Oh! Something snapped, and there it is! The Shremek of Goldmine has come off, and there it is! That is the match, that is the runners-up of the first Account Mayhem taken out. And it goes to show, if you don't change with the times, you will fall behind. Cease. Goldmine unable to adapt, and as such, falls out of favor, if you will. It's a shame, but it's what happens. If you can't keep up with new designs, you will fall behind, you will lose. And if you can't fix weapon reliability, you will also lose. Come to the last fight of the episode here. Gawain Hale Films, GH Bot. An unlucky first draw against Rotator, an unlucky loss. They take on Kamet the Core Robotics' Rainbow Fidget 2. A big threat in this event, taken out due to an unlucky first draw. Let's see what happens in this one. 3, 2, 1. Activate. And here we go, GH Bot wanting to take the fight to color wheel. Avoiding the spinner, actually. Oh, able to hit a shot. But GH Bot underneath and gets a big flip. Rainbow Fidget has a Shremek. Oh, GH Bot knocked onto their side, and now Rainbow Fidget able to come in with big shots, but look at that. How's that as a denial of the weapon on Rainbow Fidget? And again, the top comes off. Oh my gosh. And flipped. The current runners-up and the former runners-up both eliminated early here. GHBot celebrating a huge win for the machine to get back into this event. After two very difficult draws, they have pushed forward, they have survived, and they have another pretty difficult draw ahead of them in Abomination Cease. But we'll see. Rainbow Fidget 2, an unfortunate circumstance for them, really. They're such a good design, such a good-looking bot. Looks like it would be really dangerous, but they just weren't able to put that top on correctly, weren't able to get the hits that they needed. GHBot, big bot, can get hit very easily, but better driving allowed it to avoid taking those shots. And for the top four of the upper bracket, we will be seeing two of these bots guaranteed top three placements, and one of them in the final at least. ARRW will face Self-Destruction, Delboy against Robotic XL, two of the biggest veterans of this Account Mayhem, of my Account Mayhems, with brand new builds. And Crystal Carnage takes on Sakona Visca as Among Us Tombstone sees what they can do to Riptide. These are all pretty threatening bots. If I had to point some stuff out, ARW, not the most difficult first two draws. Blue with Envy couldn't really do anything to them, and Box with a Lifter, while still in the event, isn't a fantastic machine. Riptide here, very lucky, really against Scam. Scam was dominating them in that match, and a lucky shot one of it. And had Abomination continued going with the wedge, I kind of doubt that they would have lost it. I think Riptide would have just been pushed around, wouldn't be able to really return much. Among Us Tombstone, not hugely difficult matches. Bombshell and the Painter aren't really like top tier, not S tier, but they showed they've got a lot of power in that weapon and a lot of ability. So we'll see horizontal v vertical for Riptide. We'll see what that match looks like. If I had to pick a favorite, I've said it since the start, I do think Riptide will win this event, but Self-Destruction, hardest road here, for sure. That quadrant of four machines, Rainbow Fidget 2, Self-Destruction, Rotator, and GHBot, that is a quadrant of death right there. Those are all four really good bots that, placed against like most of this field, would probably make it a lot further. Definitely been the best machine so far, just based on fights. Definitely a favorite to win. We look at the lower bracket. Rotator is going to take on Scammed, Battle of the Champions. Blue with Envy takes on Bombshell, a bit of a weaker match. We'll see though, it could be interesting. Two unique designs. The Painter takes on Box with a Lifter. We'll see how that goes. And GHBot takes on Rotator. Sorry, takes on Abomination. That's going to be a terrifying match. It's a shame we have to say goodbye to a lot of these machines early. Essentially, three of the machines eliminated are full-body spinners. Technically, I don't know the name is an overhead bar spinner, but it goes all the way around, so it's technically a full-body spinner if you think about it. And then Goldmine and Rainbow Fidget 2, the both former runners-up, have been eliminated. And so has War Attack. Unfortunate for them. It was never really the best design, and facing a bot like Scammed, it was going to have a bad time. Scammed and Abomination are two at least A-tier bots from S-tier builders in these Account Mayhems, and both can kind of counter War Attack relatively easily. All that said, this Account Mayhem is going to be very interesting. Next episode will eliminate another 4 contestants, and the episode after that will be the last episode, and we will crown a champion, the bot that gets a spot in Turtle Wars Season 2. I will see you guys then. Bye.